wise, not too much in his recent history.
As level 1 fighting into Ashe Seraphine.
Yeah, it's always a rough time. However, they are giving back quite nicely. As Faker finds a great stun. Owner's coming in. Vickler is taking the right direction out. But let's see, as Raptor is going to move on over. The kitty cats are getting mad. Clean. No extra 10 for Owner. As flash forward! Gets him into the egg, and out goes Vickler. Unbinds that soul as there's the arcane smash. Owner gonna have to put up that decoy.
Yeah, it's a boots advantage for Paze. That's really all he has with that back he got earlier. So,
yeah, nice little knock up here as Kellen in a little bit of trouble. Does have to flash to get himself out of the way as somehow that beat drop does nothing at all. Meanwhile, Owner is going to discover Raptor here in his jungle. The bird is moving down though. And arcane smash, there's that extra 10 damage, baby.
There you go.
And
I think he's dead.
He's going to look for it. There's a twisted advance and the arcane smash! It's called Bramble Smash now, ladies and gentlemen. It hasn't been arcane smash for a very long time, as now Faker is looking to try and get that kill back. Oh, Raptor gets the level up!
In these lanes, the Rise is
didn't
winning too.
Oh, okay, there's the ulti from Vickler, finds Faker here, and that's the solo bolo for Vickler! And he walks. Just knows. As meanwhile, we've got Clear in a bit of trouble here towards the top side of the map. Flashed, but that is not going to get him out of dodge. As now, the return on the bottom side, as there is the Nature's Grasp. The encore comes through, good flash from Paze, goes right over the top, but the beat has been dropped. Still, Paze survives with 100 health. The arrow going to connect the splash damage, not enough, and Carrier blocks the volley. And the curtains are now getting called. Flash out there from Diablo as Raptor gets the interrupt. And Diablo, can you actually get any of the kills here as B&K looks to try and turn this around? If at first you don't succeed, try again. And there are no teleports to try and get under here. There's the high note, and that's the double kill for the amount of ramp damage. As now Clear and Doran continuing to fight. Slicing Maelstrom comes in here as Clear looking to escape and is going to be able to do so with that Realm Warp. As Doran still looks for it, it just finds the solo! Oh, that was a mistake there from the Rise. Meanwhile, we've got another team fight happening as the Nature is grasping one more time. And Vickler, oh, just barely out of range. That's obviously the main thing. So this Ashe is very frightening. Ulti comes through here from Vickler, looking to try and grab another egg out of Faker. Gets the knock up from the Q as Raptor's moving over, not in range of the twisted advance. But the Q. As out goes Vickler. Doran is pretty scary. Slicing Maelstrom comes through, but the rest of B&K are making their way over. That's a solo.
The punish guy today is we're going to see a fight.
Yeah, they're going to look for the angle here as the encore does come on down. That is going to interrupt the engage, but Owner is already dead. Diablo gets so much of his health back with that surround sound and a huge shield from his barrier as well. That's Clear locking down the kill onto Carrier. The flash from Faker really wanting to take down Diablo. But the Ashe is looking to try and kite. The beat drops, and he's down to the egg once again. The game has drifted over to the other side as now Vickler is trying to get a little bit back here as Doran, another ulti comes on through. This time, Vickler out of range as he rebinds, but Owner is going to move on over. Let's see whether Vickler can at least kill the minion wave before he does go down.
B&K, I think it's Doran's birthday.
Yeah, I think so. That is going to be Vickler going down. Kill Seraphine. There's a knock-up onto Doran. Flash Twisted Advance comes on through as the Nature is grasping one more time. Ulti comes down, but Doran is able to buy a little bit of space. Still, the kitty cat comes down. Baron's so incredibly low. Arrow going to connect. There is the encore. That's the Baron secured, but can they keep themselves alive? As the Nature's Grasp comes down, and Owner is going to be the first one. I just need to know what's on your mind. Does get hit by that crit, but it is going to be Raptor now that's in a little bit of trouble. Look at that health bar though, it's gigantic, and in goes Vickler finding the ulti angle, and they just... And maybe Dagon was right this whole time. Maybe Raptor is just the greatest jungler ever. As Vickler is down very, very low. There's a slicing Maelstrom, but there's no follow-up onto Doran. And now the curtains are being called. Faker in a bit of trouble is Clear.
The series, you know,
He will be. I was being a little facetious, you know. As now Faker is going to look for Diablo. He has the barrier, and down he goes to the egg. Pays is dead as well as the Q snipes him down. And there goes the Anivia. Carrier cannot do anything. He's dead. It's a double.
Great.
And with the Rebel Baron power play, it looks like T1 is sponsoring Red Bull after all of that money, as finally Raptor does go. Owner actually does have one as well, which is kind of crazy. Arrow going to catch Carrier in the middle of his grand exit, and Diablo just walks him down. Is it going to be enough, though, as they look for the curtain call, and Diablo just stands behind the tanky boys?
But the feelings end up wasted.
Slicing Maelstrom is there, and it's going to need to be massive. Clear takes matters into his own hands. There's the ulti from Vikla, and they just take down.
I'm used to being let down.
As Diablo is peppering these ones down. Faker is discovered. The flash twisted advance there from Raptor is good, as Carrier has respawned already. Gets a nice double knockoff, but where is the damage? It is just absent here on T1. B&K's lead too large, and they will take down both Nexus turrets and the Nexus and look for match point. One more win from this team as Diablo goes complete beast mode in the enemy fountain. The Nexus is destroyed, and it's match point for B&K.